So these are the basic rules for how a public charity may advocate for or against a proposed constitutional amendment in the state of Minnesota.
It's important to remember when we're talking about these rules, when we say nonprofit, we're talking about organizations that are public charities. There's a subclass of nonprofits called private foundations that are subject to more and restrictive rules, and we're not going to talk about those today.
There are two sets of rules that govern when and how a charity may advocate for or against a constitutional amendment in Minnesota. The first are the IRS or the tax rules, which govern basically what a charity can do.
From an IRS perspective, talking about a constitutional amendment and expressing a view on it is considered lobbying. 501c3 organizations are permitted to lobby. They just must be an insubstantial part of the organization's overall activities. Many activities that we all would consider advocacy actually fall outside of the definition of lobbying.
Those include public education about voting in general and the mechanics of voting, when to vote, where to vote, etc. Nonpartisan study and research, and also issue education, things that talk about an issue that is the subject of a proposed amendment, but that do not talk about voting on the amendment or how to vote on the amendment directly or indirectly.
A final item that organizations need to be aware of who are considering advocating for or against a constitutional amendment in Minnesota is that there will be campaign finance reporting related to those activities. This is unfamiliar for most nonprofits, and it doesn't change it into prohibited campaign activity, but there is transparency in our state laws.
Most importantly, a public charity could be required to disclose information about some of its donors who are supporting this kind of activity. These rules get particularly complicated, and for more information on those rules, please see our website.